Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call order, roll call, starting on my right.
Councilperson Josh Arn. Councilperson Brett Fire.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Olson.
Approval of tonight's agenda. Is there anything else from the table?
No, we got a pretty good load for you tonight, so I'll keep it at that.
Looking for a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Take us to approval of the council meeting regular minutes of August 23rd, 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second that.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Looking for approval of the budget workshop minutes of August 23rd, 2022.
Make a motion to approve those minutes.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions or discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Take us to finance and budget. We have the accounts payable with the additional listing. If you have any questions, direct them to Finance Director Carla.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a second. Questions, discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That'll carry. Takes us right into motions and general business. First thing tonight under motions and general business would be a public, hearing. Public hearing in Bear Cave Estate. Adopting assessments for Bear Cave Estate. So, the public hearing tonight, we're gonna open and close the regular meeting and open the public hearing. The public hearing is being held tonight, September 13th, 2022. Receive comments on proposed special assessments for the street and utility improvements of 2020. The procedure has been attached. So the council action requested would be to accept or deny the resolution adopting the assessment for street utility improvements 2022 Kodiak Drive. We have a motion
I'll make a motion
to
approve.
approve. Do we have a second?
Second that.
Questions or discussion now? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That'll carry. There you go, Will.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. You got a
Get out of
few,
here, get it done.
you
Go.
got a few of them sold? Good, good,
Smoking for it.
good. All right, next item on our motion, general business. Resolution approving 2022 proposed tax levy. Looks like we got two motions to make here. One will be the resolution approving the 2022 proposed tax levy collectible in 23, and the second motion then will be to set the truth and taxation public hearing. The city council will need to certify the preliminary levy to the county on or before September 30, 2022. The levy that the council adopts can only be decreased in the final levy, no more increases. As a result of the council workshop, council directed staff to prepare the proposed certified levy based on the proposed preliminary 2023 budget of $10,276,024. This amounts to a proposed levy of $4,372,622. That's a $610,933 increase from the 2022 certified levy. There was a 22.69 tax base increase with only a 15.3 total levy increase. If the market value of a home stayed constant, city taxes would have decreased. The levy is made up, of course, of the operating levy of $4,372,622, the swimming pool referendum levy of $141,959, and the fire hall referendum levy of $114,448. If we approve this to move on, then the next one will be a truth and taxation meeting needs to be scheduled to present the proposed levy and budget to the public and then to receive their input. Staff is recommending that the truth and taxation be set for Monday, December 5th at 6 p.m. with a continuation meeting, if necessary, at the regular council meeting on December 13th. So, the two actions requested. Number one is to adopt resolution 2022- a resolution approving 2022 proposed tax levy collectible in 23. So, we'll work on that one. We have a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions or discussion? We still have the opportunity, you know, to bring ideas and things to the table to reduce this later on if we need be. All right, we have a motion and a second. No other questions or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Number two will be to set truth and taxation public meeting for Monday, December 5th at 6 p.m. Do we have a motion on that?
Make a motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions, discussion? You can all make it? All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. That'll take us on to, the next item is a fence variance at 600 North Main Street. Dan Mahan, 600 North Main Street, has submitted an application for a variance from section 1375.27 sub V1 for a 5-foot black wrought iron decorative fence to be placed in his front and side yard and will be replacing the current fence. As with the current fence, this will also be placed behind the shrubs owned by MnDOT. A public hearing was held on September 6th, and the Planning and Zoning Commission is recommending approval of the variance. Do you have anything to add to that, Josh?
No, I think, based on our discussion last week, I think it'll look good where it's at.
Any questions for Dan's here, if anybody has any questions about it? No questions? All right, and then we're looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the variance.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. There you go, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Library aid positions. Next item. Library aides Donna Bowen and Terry Bowen. It's a tag team, right, Nate? With the conclusion of the phone and in-person interview process for both our page and library aid positions, two candidates presented themselves as exceptionally qualified candidates. Both interested in part-time, 15 to 20 hours per week, each rather than 30 hours for one person. I would like to offer a part-time library position to Donna Bowen and Terry Bowen at the rate of grade 6, step 1. They both currently work for the Rochester Public Library and live within the Stewartville city limits and plan to walk to work, weather permitting. Don't need an electric car for this one. If approved, Donna's first day would be on or around September 16th, while Terry would start soon after. So the council action requested would be to approve or deny Donna and Terry Bowen to be hired for library aid positions. Any questions for Nate? Any discussion about it? Hearing none, look for an approval or denial from the council. Need a motion?
Make a motion to approve it.
We motion to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries, Nate.
Thank you.
Let them know. Next item, approval of joint annexation agreement with High Forest Township. As you are aware, the city and High Forest Township held a joint public hearing on August 8th, 2022 to consider the new joint orderly annexation agreement mapping. In attendance were members of the High Forest Township, along with one other township resident. None had any major issues that they noted. On September 6th, the High Forest Townships officially approved the resolution to enter into the agreement. So our action tonight would be approval of resolution 2022 a joint resolution of the city of Stewartville and High Forest Township designating an unincorporated area as in need of orderly annexation and conferring jurisdiction over said area upon the Office of Strategic and Long-Range Planning pursuant to Minnesota Statute 414.3025 and the terms of the agreement. Questions or discussion? If not, we'll be looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. Next, tobacco license, Stewie Smoke Shop. Tree LLC doing business as Stewie Smoke Shop on its liquor has submitted an application for a tobacco license for approval. Stewie Smoke Shop is scheduled to open in November 2022 at 308 South Main, Suite 1. So the action will be to approve or deny the license for Stewie Smoke Shop. Any questions or discussion on this? Hearing none, we're looking for a motion.
I'll move to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. That gets us through motions of general business. We're already in the mayor, staff, and consultant reports. Tonight, the mayor's report, the city of Stewartville would like to send their sympathies to the families of Herta Pila, Wayne Wilkin, Ralph Capel, Julie Knaus, Maxine Breeze, Marlene Duscher, and Virgil Nielsen. But we'd also like to send out a happy 50th anniversary to Dr. Dean and Diane Ringmaker. Don't forget, in 2 days, coming right up this week is Trash and Treasure Day, 16th and 17th. Check the star out for that. Morning Lions has that great fall festival, the 17th of this week. That's out there, Two Brothers Legion area. It's always a good time. And then we have Oktoberfest coming up. It includes beer and adult beverages and samplings and music and games and food. And that's on September 24th. And all the proceeds of this goes towards community events sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce. Then, another one that everybody likes is Chicken Neck is coming up the 15th at the American Legion. That's always a good meal there. I want to get in on that. Don't forget to support the football boosters, October 8th. We have great fun and great food there. It's always a good time for the boys and the families. And then I'd also like to send my thanks out to Jeremiah and Craig for participating with me during the back to school bash at Stewie Cruisers. They had a couple principals there, and amongst all of us, we ended up raising $1,947 for Bear Cave Elementary. So thank you guys for that. And you all missed your chance to throw the ball at the mayor or either one of these two here. If we would have had a couple more school people there, we might have got a little bigger crowd. But we had a good time.
There's a lot of kids there.
Yeah, a lot of good arms there too. There was. That's all I got. That'll take us to city administrator's report.
Reports in your packet, and just wanna highlight, the one item under the first item there about, the construction project. We had a gas leak, and there was, talk or a first notice to the care center that, they may have to evacuate the residents. So I'm proud to say that all the city employees, were on standby, Rolling Hills and Grizzly Bus were on standby, and the three neighboring churches closest to the care center were on standby to take them all if need be. So luckily, Min Energy got up here and Elcor got it all fixed up before we had to. But what was neat was just to see the whole community come together like that to help out if the need would arose. So just to let all of you know that Stewartville stays the good community it is. So. And then Vance will be talking about an incident that the fire department helped out with in great detail too, so just another good sign of that coming together.
We should, throw a thank you out, one of us to Jake too, for keeping that pool open through Labor Day, cause that was greatly appreciated.
Yeah, you're probably the only pool at Stewartville.
Yeah.
In the whole time or. So,
Good job there too, thanks. Any questions for, Bill? All right, thanks, Bill. Hearing none, that goes to Finance Director Carla.
Just, now that you guys approved prelim budget tonight, I'll work on getting all of the information into the county. There are new, reporting requirements this year, so they've encouraged us to get that into them as soon as possible, because then they have to turn around and get that into the state. So I'll be working on getting that done, and then trying to get some more final numbers for our dental and our health, and just working through more towards the final budget and see what we can do and how everything comes in.
Any questions for Carla? Guess it must be going right, if no questions, Carla. All right, Public Works Director Sean, you got a report?
I was gone last week, so I didn't get a report in at the end of the week there, but a couple of the projects have been done. The sidewalk has been completed over at Lake Florence, if anyone's seen that. That is in place. Today they were doing the dirt work on the back side of the sidewalk and stuff like that. Looks good, turned out well. Other things, the alley at the high school is not sure if it's gonna get the second lift on it this year or not, depending on what the school does with theirs. Ours is all set to go in a good shape to get the second lift if they follow through with the school's portion, but if they hold off till next year because they have some soft spots in the school slot. And then the playground equipment, I wanted to mention, in Schumann Industrial, or the Rolling Ridge, is all in place. The mulch is below it, and we will open it up as soon as we either get the land transferred over to the city's name, or we get clearance that we can, Schumann's don't want the responsibility of someone getting hurt while it's still there.
You poured concrete around that one too, Sean?
We will. I didn't do it this year because we just did all the dirt work up around. I want that to settle at least for a year before we. So next year we will, but they'll be able to use it the way it is. And the path has been cut over there. The blacktop path going through there. We didn't blacktop it, but it's cut in the rocks there. We'll let that sit and then see where the money sits as far as when we can get it blacktopped.
And the mowing goes on and on.
It's slowing down now, he said.
Good.
Finally,
You catch a lot of fish?
a couple.
Any questions for Sean? All right, tell the guys thanks, they're doing good. That take us to Jenna, City Engineers Report.
So the water main work is completed in the alley back here. Just been working on building up the alley again. I believe it's proposed to do concrete next week, and then paving will be soon after. So working towards completing that one. Do have a pre-construction meeting for Peterson 8th tomorrow, so we will have more development going on in town. And then we're also going to be doing a walkthrough for the 2019 project to look at warranty stuff, to see if there's anything that we need to get fixed. So that'll be done tomorrow also.
You're gonna be in town all day again tomorrow, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Any questions for engineer? All right, thanks, Jenna. No library director report tonight. We got a fire chief report, Vance?
Yeah, August was a little busy month for us. 51 total runs, 35 medicals, 4 vehicle accidents, 2 gas leaks, 3 fire alarms, 5 lift assists, 1 carbon monoxide activation. And then we did a mutual aid to assist Grand Meadow with a structure fire down on South 63. So that went really well. It was us, Grand Meadow, and Spring Valley. Coordination went perfect. It was all three chiefs talked afterwards, couldn't have gone smoother. So the relationship we've got with our collaborative partners around us are still working really well. The mayor and city administrator were notified of a significant medical that we had. At the cross-country meet, we ended up having 11 participants have medical emergencies. I believe 7 of them were transported, if I remember correctly. I wasn't there, I was home with COVID. But it was a pretty hectic event. We collaborate with the Mayo Clinic medical trainer on all sports events. So generally we have at least 2 first responders plus the trainer. This one was a little bit unique as they were dropping all over the place, not in a single location. So we were able to get, I think 8 people total there, take care of them, 4 ambulances, triage stuff and everything like that. So it went really smooth for what we had and the chaos that was there. I've gotten a lot of good feedback from Mayo Clinic, the ambulance service and stuff like that. So staff did a great job with a kind of a crazy incident that we had there. What else is going on? Engine 3 has been delayed a little bit. Same thing as every other apparatus is being created or being built right now. It's being delayed. We're supposed to get it sometime in March, pushing it back to sometime in the summer. I know in Rochester, getting ready to order an engine, and it's 28 months for me to get the engine, 3 years to get a ladder truck now. So I'm not only worried about the delay in the apparatus. Along with that, Rescue 1, which is the truck that we're gonna get rid of, the box rescue. We have a regional fire department that's actually interested in it. They're gonna come take a look at it, I think this week, and we'll see what they want to do for a negotiated price. I've talked to Bill just very preliminarily on it, but if we come to an agreed upon price, it'll probably be in our best interest to sell it to them, organization or entity to entity, than try to sell it outright just because people aren't buying fire trucks right now. So we'll see what that does, and I'll keep Bill in the loop, and we'll obviously have to bring something to you to make that work if that's the direction that we end up going on that. We ended up last month, we had training with Rochester Fire Department. We collaborated with them on fire attack training. And then next month, we're actually going to train with them. They're going to do live burns at night. So we will have Stewartville crews training right with Rochester crews. So we're going to be side by side on training on that next month. That relationship is going phenomenal. Very lucky they're going both ways. We're helping them out as much, if not more than them helping us out. So it's been a great partnership, moving that forward a little bit. Other than that, that's all I got. Yep, that's it.
Sounds like we're busy. Any questions for Chief? Thanks, Vance. So guys, thank you. That takes us to Jake, the pool director. You got a report for us for the end of the year, Jake?
Yep, your numbers should be in your packet. Another busy summer. Our goal is always 30,000 people for open swim. We're just about there. Swim lessons, as always, very popular. And then it has like your passes listed below, how many sold. And can't thank City Works and people here at City Hall enough. They do a lot of work behind the scenes and went pretty smoothly.
The swimming lessons numbers correct, that many in swimming lessons?
So it's every day, not that different people, but every day. It's
For
crazy.
lessons?
Yes,
I just can't even believe it.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So the kids that come every day, we're counting,
Yep, no, I understand.
and that does not include private lessons. And that's getting very popular, so, but, yeah, it's from all over.
Thanks again, Jake. Very busy summer again. Thanks for keeping it open through Labor Day. That was a big hit. Any other questions for the pool director?
It's amazing.
He's amazed. All right, that takes us on to committee, commission, and board reports. Chamber of Commerce, got anything for us? EDA, HRA.
Yeah, it's in there, but I wasn't at that one, so not much I can say.
It was a good, quick meeting, and we got business taken care of. Finance,
Nothing.
library,
Minutes are in there.
anything exciting going on in the library now?
Read them. It's always, Nate has that place tip-top shape.
Park board,
We met last night, nothing really exciting, other than Sandra did present us, some kind of mock-ups of what some of the signage is gonna look like down at, the History Plaza, and then went over for the
no, she has a
VFW Park.
pretty good idea set up.
Yep.
All right, personnel,
Nothing.
planning and zoning,
We had the one agenda item tonight on comprehensive plan. We're working on that still.
all right, public safety. Not me. Public works, ready?
Minutes in your packet, nothing special to highlight for our city this time around.
Roll call.
Minutes in your packet, and again, nothing special on this time around for us.
Transit Advisory Committee.
Oh, good, that's good. We have a couple meetings between there. We have a meeting coming up in October.
What do you do? Where at?
It is going to be, on Zoom.
Okay. Great. Communications, nothing in the pack at this time. Mike, City Council welcomes and encourages participation from community members. Please keep in mind that your comments must be pertinent to city business and must adhere to the data privacy rules, so no employee's name may be used. Please do not expect action from the council this evening regarding your concerns. We also request that your comments be limited to 4 minutes. Speakers will be recognized only once. This time, I'd ask anyone who would like to address the city council to please step up to the podium, state your name and address. Very well, we have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?